Let me say something that most survival channels will never admit out loud. Stockpiling food, water, and medicine means nothing if you cannot defend them. When the grid goes down, supply chains collapse, and social order fractures, the firearm in your hand is not a hobby anymore. It is the single piece of equipment that determines whether everything else you prepared survives with you or gets taken from you. World War III is not a movie plot. Geopolitical tension in 2026 is at a level most people alive today have never seen. And the worst time to think about what gun you need is after the situation has already started. This list is not about what looks cool. It is not about what wins competitions or gets the most views on the internet. This is a cold, practical ranking of 10 firearms every serious, survival-minded person should own before things go sideways. Each one earns its place based on 4 things only: versatility, reliability, ammunition availability, and real-world defensive capability. Let's get into it. Number 10. Ruger 1022. Best for new preppers, small game hunting, silent perimeter defense, and ammunition economy. Every serious survival list starts here, and for one reason that cannot be argued. The 22LR cartridge is the single most available rimfire round on the planet. You can store 10,000 rounds in a shoebox. You can carry 500 rounds in your jacket pocket without noticing the weight. The Ruger 1022 feeds that ammunition through one of the most reliable semi-automatic actions ever built, with a decades-long aftermarket that puts every upgrade you will ever need at your fingertips. It will harvest small game silently enough to avoid drawing attention. It will handle perimeter threats at close range. It will train every member of your group with minimal recoil and minimal noise complaints from neighbors before things escalate. The honest limitation is stopping power. The 22LR is not a first choice against a determined armed threat, but as a survival tool for food, training, and quiet utility, nothing on this list costs less or delivers more per dollar spent. Specs: caliber 22, LR capacity 10+1 standard, 25+1 with BX25 magazine, barrel 18.5 inches, weight 5 pounds, price $350 to $400. The verdict: the most cost-efficient survival firearm ever built. Own one before you own anything else on this list. Number 9. MOSSBERG 500. Best for home defense, close-quarter survival scenarios, and absolute mechanical reliability. There is a reason the pump-action shotgun has been the home defense standard for over a century. It does not care about ammunition brands. It does not care about temperature, dirt, or neglect. You pump it, and it fires. The MOSSBERG 500 specifically earns its place here because the tang-mounted safety is operable with the same thumb, regardless of which hand you shoot with, and because spare parts for this platform exist in virtually every hardware store and gun shop in America. 00 buckshot delivers 9 projectiles per trigger pull at defensive distances. Slugs extend your effective range past 100 yards for a threat that requires precise engagement. The platform accepts a wide variety of barrel lengths, allowing you to reconfigure the same receiver for home defense or field use within minutes. Specs: caliber 12 gauge, capacity 6+1, barrel 18.5 inches standard, weight 7.5 pounds, price $400 to $450. The verdict: pump action reliability that has never been improved upon in real-world conditions. The most forgiving defensive firearm a survival group can own. Number 8. GLOCK 17. Best for primary sidearm, group defense, law enforcement, proven reliability. When the world fractures, your sidearm becomes your most personal piece of survival equipment. The GLOCK 17 delivers 17+1 rounds of 9mm in a full-size frame that has been carried by law enforcement and military personnel across more than 50 countries. The 9mm cartridge is the most produced and most available center-fire pistol caliber on Earth. Finding ammunition for a GLOCK 17 in a collapsed supply environment is more realistic than finding it for almost any other handgun caliber. The trigger, The frame, the slide. Every component is interchangeable across the GLOCK platform, meaning spare parts are everywhere. The simplicity of the action means anyone in your group can be trained to operate it safely and effectively within a single afternoon. Specs: caliber 9mm, capacity 17+1, barrel 4.49 inches, weight 25.17 ounces, price $550 to $600. The verdict: the most battle-tested semi-automatic pistol on Earth. If you carry one handgun into an uncertain world, make it this one. Number 7. Henry Golden Boy, best for quiet rural communities, lever action versatility, 22 LR and 22 Magnum availability. Not every survival scenario looks like a war zone. Rural communities in a grid-down situation will rely heavily on quiet, non-threatening firearms that handle both hunting and defense without drawing military attention or burning through scarce centerfire ammunition. The Henry Golden Boy in 22 Magnum delivers significantly more energy than standard 22 LR, while remaining quieter than any centerfire option on this list. The lever action is mechanically simple, legally unrestricted in nearly every jurisdiction on Earth, and reliable across temperature extremes that would challenge gas-operated semi-automatic systems. The brass receiver and American walnut stock mean it will outlast every owner who carries it. Specs: caliber 22, Magnum, capacity 12 rounds, barrel 20 inches, weight 6.25 pounds, price $550 to $600. The verdict: the quiet, elegant, deeply practical survival rifle that every rural prepper needs and almost nobody talks about enough. Number 6. Smith & Wesson Model 686, best for absolute mechanical reliability, worst-case scenario backup, long-term survival. When the conversation turns to true long-term survival, the revolver argument becomes impossible to dismiss. The Smith & Wesson 686 is chambered in .357 Magnum, one of the most powerful and most available revolver cartridges in the world. It also feeds .38 Special, doubling your ammunition options in a scarcity environment. There are no magazines to lose. There are no springs to weaken under prolonged storage. There is no extractor to break. You load it, you fire it, it works. The .357 Magnum round will take deer-sized game cleanly at reasonable distances, making this revolver a genuine dual-purpose survival tool in food acquisition and personal defense simultaneously. Specs: caliber .357 Magnum and .38 Special, capacity 6 rounds, barrel 4 inches, weight 38.4 ounces, price $800 to $850. The verdict: the most mechanically reliable defensive firearm on this entire list. When everything else fails, a 686 does not. Number 5. Ruger American Ranch Rifle, best for mid-range precision, bolt-action reliability, suppressor-ready survival configurations. Every survival group needs at least one precision-capable rifle that operates independently of battery power, electronic components, and gas system maintenance. The Ruger American Ranch in 300 Blackout solves the single biggest problem with bolt-action survival rifles. It accepts standard AR pattern magazines, meaning your ammunition and magazine supply integrate completely with your semi-automatic platforms. The threaded barrel accepts suppressors for quiet food acquisition in a noise-sensitive environment. The folding stock configuration makes it the most packable precision rifle in its price class. Bolt action means it will feed reliably in conditions of extreme cold, sand, and mud that would stop a gas-operated system entirely. Specs: caliber 300 Blackout, capacity 10-round AICS pattern magazine, barrel 16.1 inches, weight 6.8 pounds, price $550 to $650. The verdict: the most practical bolt-action survival rifle under $650. Quiet, packable, precision-capable, and magazine-compatible with your AR platform. Number 4. MOSSBERG PATRIOT Predator, best for long-range food acquisition, 1,000-yard capable survival precision, and big game hunting. When your survival perimeter extends beyond the range of any rifle listed above, you need a true long-range solution. The MOSSBERG PATRIOT Predator in 6.5 Creedmoor delivers genuine 1,000-yard capable precision from a factory rifle that costs under $600. The 6.5 Creedmoor cartridge has become the most accurate and most available long-range hunting caliber in North America over the past decade. Ballistic advantage at distance means you can feed your group from ranges that keep you entirely out of danger. The spiral fluted bolt runs smoothly under field conditions. The adjustable LBA trigger is genuinely competition grade from the factory. The threaded barrel accepts suppressors for silent long-distance food acquisition. Specs: caliber 6.5 Creedmoor, capacity 4+1, barrel 22 inches, weight 7.5 pounds, price $550 to $600. The verdict: 1,000-yard performance under $600 from a factory rifle. The long-range food acquisition and precision defense solution every serious survival group needs. Number 3, a K-47 semi-automatic. Best for extreme environment reliability, high round count survival scenarios, and parts availability worldwide. If there is one rifle on Earth designed specifically to function when everything goes wrong, it is this one. The AK platform was engineered from the ground up to operate in mud, sand, ice, and conditions that would render most modern rifles completely non-functional. The loose tolerances that make it slightly less accurate than an AR platform are the same tolerances that keep it cycling when nothing else will. The 7.62 by 39mm cartridge delivers significantly more energy per round than 5.56 NATO at close to medium range, making it a more decisive stopper in a genuine defensive scenario. Parts and ammunition for the AK platform exist on every continent on Earth. In a collapsed supply environment, global availability matters more than any feature specification. Specs: caliber 7.62 by 39mm, capacity 30 round standard, barrel 16.3 inches, weight 7.7 pounds. Price $700 to $900. The verdict: the most battlefield-proven semi-automatic rifle in human history. If you need one rifle to work in absolutely any condition on Earth, this is the one. Number 2, AR-15 and 5.56 NATO. Best for modular survival platform, ammunition commonality, and adaptability across every scenario. The AR-15 earns its number 2 placement through one quality that no other rifle on this list matches: modularity. The upper receiver swaps in seconds without tools, allowing you to reconfigure from a short barrel close quarter setup to a precision 20-inch configuration in under a minute. The 5.56 NATO cartridge is the most produced rifle caliber in North America, with military and law enforcement stockpiles ensuring it remains available longer than any competing caliber in a domestic collapse scenario. Every major manufacturer produces compatible parts, magazines, and accessories. The BCM Recce 16 and Daniel Defense DDM4 both represent the current standard for reliability-verified AR platforms. Either one delivers the modularity and reliability that survival use demands. Specs: caliber 5.56 NATO and 223. Remington, capacity 30 round standard, barrel 16 inches standard, weight 6.5 to 7 pounds. Price $900 to $1,500. The verdict: the most adaptable survival rifle platform ever produced. Own one, invest in quality, and build it around your specific environment. Number 1, SIG SAUER MCX Spear LT Best 4. The single most capable and complete survival rifle in 2026. Everything the AR-15 does well, the SIG MC Spear LT does better in a survival context. The folding stock reduces overall length to 25 inches for vehicle transport, pack storage, and concealed movement in a way no standard AR can match. The piston-driven operating system eliminates the direct impingement fouling problem, running cleaner for longer in environments where cleaning supplies are scarce. The 277 Fury cartridge delivers 140% more energy at distance than 5.56 NATO, giving you decisive capability against hardened threats and large game at ranges the AR-15 cannot match. It accepts standard AR pattern accessories across the entire aftermarket. The monolithic top rail runs the full length of the receiver for optics mounting flexibility. Law enforcement and special operations adoption in multiple NATO countries confirms its real-world capability at the highest level of verified use. Specs: caliber 277 SIG Fury, capacity 20 round standard, barrel 16 inches, weight 7.4 pounds, price $2,000 to $2,200. The verdict: the most capable survival rifle available in 2026. Folding stock, piston-driven reliability, devastating terminal performance, and military-proven dependability in a single package. Nothing on this list comes close. Every firearm on this list is in current production, fully verified for 2026, and ranked on real-world survival performance. Here's the most important thing this video can tell you. A gun you do not train with is just an expensive paperweight. Visit your local range, put rounds through your chosen platform, and build real competency before you need it. Drop your current survival firearm in the comments below and tell us the one thing that made you choose it over everything else.